Hey, it's Game Hydro. Today we're playing War Vow. It's a new strategy game for iOS and Android where that also has elements of Clash of Clans type gameplay. Kind of a unique combo. We're going to do some tips, tricks, strategies, and whatnot. So, first of all, yes, there are redeem codes in the game, as some might like to try to figure out. So, go to the avatar menu. In the top left corner, tap on your avatar, tap the button that says redeem, and you can enter your code. Right now, I don't know any codes. I searched around, couldn't find any, so I'm just going to try some random ones that tend to pop up in a lot of games. Okay, that one actually worked. VIP 777. How about that? Let's try VIP 888. Okay, that worked too. So apparently we got lots of premium recruits now. Will VIP 666 work? That worked. All right, let's keep this going. I'm going to keep going until I get a code that doesn't work. $20.25. That one did not go. Let's try 999. What an ironic set of numbers for a game featuring World War II era German army officers. You know what those would be called. Okay, VIP 555. No go. All right, so we have one that doesn't work. And I'm sure more codes will come out for the game later, but we just discovered 4 of them, which is pretty nice. So there you go. And look at that, right at the beginning of the video too. We're not saving it at the end like those other guys. I mean, I do save it for the end most of the time. This was just totally by accident. But, you know, don't tell anybody. Anyways, all right. So, on to the tips and tricks. Obviously, you want your rarest commanders to be out there at any given time. We got 1 S grade, 4 A grades, and 3 B grades. The B grades are just kind of placeholders that you put out there on a temporary basis. But there are some cool ones, and there's some cool ones that are based off of real war figures and war heroes, like Klaus von Stauffenberg, known for the assassination attempt against Hitler, called Operation Valkyrie. You got some other real ones like Lawrence of Arabia. You got General Patton somewhere on here. Dr. Porsche, Ferdinand Porsche. All right, how about that one? Etc., etc. And you have the same list of heroes no matter which faction you choose at the beginning, whether you choose the Americans, the Germans, the Arabs, or the Russians. You kind of have a little sprinkling of all of them. All right. Recruiting, use this to recruit as many as you can. The more that you recruit, the likelier it is that you get S grade types, A grade types, etc. Let's do one more. I'm feeling lucky. Less lucky. Even when you don't get actual heroes, though, you get shards, you get experience books, tactical experience, and more. So go to the probability area and you can see what your probability of recruiting is from both the premium recruit and the common recruit. So we got a 1% chance at General Montgomery, 2% chance at General Montgomery shards. So the other S types are probably going to have to be purchased in packs or one from a special event. But there is a decent probability of every single one of the A grade ones in this game Also, I believe you do get a different S-type offered to you depending on what faction you chose at the beginning of the game. So, if I chose the Soviets, I would be getting not Montgomery or not General Montgomery, but somebody else. For example, there's the B grades, and then the only C grade listed here is the promotion item. That is kind of an arbitrary grade, considering promotion items are pretty damn useful. Common recruit, no chance of S types here. Pretty good shot of the A types though, the A tiers, B tiers, and then promotion items again, as well as obviously experience books, shards, and the like. So, may get a hero out of this one, maybe not. Try that one again. That one again. All right, one hero. And lots of promotion items, which are definitely good things. We're going to go into how to upgrade your characters in a little bit. Actually, we're going to go into how to upgrade your characters right now and the usefulness of it. So, yeah, obviously you want to give your rarest characters the most upgrades, like Montgomery here, because it's going to be hard to replace your S types. Oh, let's see if it says how to obtain. VIP, limited event for Whitman. All those for Patton, but looks like generally from purchases for all of them except for the event. Charles de Gaulle, limited event. Chukov, limited event. And model, VIP. So I guess other than limited events, the only one you get for free is Montgomery. How about that one? I'm sure that the folks that pick the Germans or the Arabs are not too happy about this, but you know, go off. So different ways to upgrade. You got promotion, which comes from different promotion items. Obviously that will increase your stats. Hit points and DPS, or damage per second, are the main stats. Make sure to save your promotion items for some of your other dudes though. But in general, you want to put most of them on your rarest heroes because they're the ones that are by far the most difficult to replace. Add stars. So you can do this whenever you get shards of a hero you already got. I'm going to add a star and another star and another star and another star to General Montgomery. And then, of course, leveling them up. You don't get prompted to confirm before you give them the experience books, though. So just make sure that you are giving them giving experience books to the characters you really want to give them to. However, you can reset a commander by spending 50 gems by hitting that red Ouroboros looking button next to the commander's total power level. So you tap that, reset, you'll get all your books back, you get all your gold back, and your promotion items. So use that when you kick a hero out of the party who doesn't need them anymore. For example, we got Emily right here. She's a B type. She's not going to be a part of our party plans, really. So, wonder how many star levels she can get. Not enough. Reset 10. And we got our experience books. Alright, that's good stuff right there. So, level this guy up. Level this guy up. And you can see the stats increase as you continue to do that. Now, hit points and DPS really the only stats that matter in this game, or the only stats, period. But knowing that you can reset any hero that you want to, be sure to keep your people upgraded. Let's pick. Which one do I want to pick? You know what? Let's pick DPS let's pick Scorzini over here. Surprised they included this guy in the game. Go read his Wikipedia. There's really not a whole lot redeeming about this guy. I mean, at least Stauffenberg tried to kill Hitler. This dude stayed loyal to him throughout his death, until his death. But, whatever. Star up. And you can see the DPS increasing. We're over 200 now, so that'll enable us to do a whole hell of a lot more damage when we're taking over villages. We'll go over that shortly. Let's promote them. All right, so the game is acting up a little bit right now, so we'll figure that one out a bit later. But if your game's glitching like that, then you might want to try rebooting it and seeing if that helps. Let's promote Abrams. That's not working so well either. Might need to reboot it. Why does he have the most ridiculous looking face? My gosh. All right. And then, of course, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, the father of the nation of Turkey. All right. Let's get to some of the meatier stuff here. Occupying towns. You're going to need to occupy a lot of towns in order to move from chapter to chapter. That is arguably, though, the fastest and easiest part of increasing chapters, because everything else takes absolutely forever to do in this game. Stuck at 43% loading. But you see that little icon on the right side? Tap that. You can bind your account in one of multiple ways. Sometimes you have gift packs there. And then there's some sort of club thing. But right now, everything is freezing a little bit. So we're going to pause the video and try this again shortly. Alright, everything takes way too long to build in this game. Let's use an example of how long things take to build. So, we're only chapter 6, headquarters at level 7. The upgrade will take 11 hours once we do said upgrade, which is completely freaking ridiculous. Let's go over to the watchtower. That needs to be level 5 as a prerequisite to upgrade the headquarters. Upgrading it from level 2 to level 3 will take an hour and 8 minutes. That's a bit nuts. So a few ways you can speed this up. You can use your speed ups automatically, and you can get a lot more speed ups by completing missions and summoning, and by entering the redeem codes like we did. You can send it out to your alliance by hitting the help button, and make sure you're part of a good active alliance. Alliances can have up to 100 members, so you can have a lot of people potentially helping you out at once. Just be sure to help them out as well. And, yeah, help them out also. So, while construction is going on, go occupy some towns. Tap. And you can see who you're going to be fighting against here. So, you'll be asked to put in your commanders of choice as well as your troops of choice. Be sure to make sure that your unique units have somebody in there. If you got the troops in store to do so, you can auto replenish. Make sure to always be training new troops, and not only training new troops, but upgrading your troop training buildings. We'll get to that in a second. Attack. So there's a whole bunch of different ways you can play this. Good way to do so. One good way to do so could be to put your tank characters, your high health characters, out where they'll draw fire away. for example, on the left side, and then your high DPS characters, you can put them out there on the right side. This is just an example on this level. Or you can keep it simple, put everybody out in the same place. I like doing that. So as you can see, they kind of fan out, they attack, like in Clash of Clans. At level 22, you can unlock double speed. And we're actually pretty close to level 22. And you can attack other players this way as well. So, return. Deploy. No, not deploy. There was an event around here. Oh, this button though, yellow hat button, you can very quickly start new stuff here. You can start research, base building, etc. You can do recruits if you have them available. All right, now you can go to the overworld map. That's where you can attack other players. So we are going to put our most powerful people out there. And you're going to need more commanders and more spot fillers, basically, overall, than you will in the town destruction, or town takeovers. So, search around. Lumber mill. You can send troops to gather resources. You can attack people. Just make sure not to attack ones that are going to be too difficult, and the game tells you they're going to be too difficult. It says difficult to conquer, basically. Look around though. You can zoom out to get a better look at everything. Let's see if we can take a level 4 dude. Nah, that's a rally. No, I don't want to initiate a rally. Get out of here. Feel like everybody's at exactly the same level, but oh well. Whenever you see a red dot next to an icon, that means you got some free stuff to claim. So, daily quests over here, feature guide, and you're gonna find that this is a great way to get free gems or free diamonds, whatever you want to call them. And when you see that handshake button pop up, be sure to help your people out. Over here, let's see. Can't really search specific things here, which is a huge kind of quality of life type issue. So we definitely recommend sending some feedback to the developers about that one if you want to see something like that. But all these huge monoliths out there, those require alliance play, so you're going to want to be part of an alliance anyway. If your alliance is not active, hit the leave button. You'll be able to leave the alliance. You can then pick another one to join, or have the game automatically do it for you. Now, if the game does it for you automatically, then you're going to want to have the game do it at a time when you're most likely to be playing. That way, the game will prioritize alliances that currently have the highest percentage of active members. So they'll be playing when you play, and you will be able to receive help from them a whole lot more frequently than if you were to get an alliance that plays at a different time than you do. All right. That is about it for us. I hope you enjoyed some of the tips inside, especially the redeem codes. All right, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.